So I've come to an idea of something that I want to do with. I want to do a little series. Okay, I want to do a series on YouTube talking about from the time my dad died to the time I grew as a person. So from 2017 to 2020. I want to do I want to do a little series talking about my fuck ups, talking about how my dad's suicide made me feel, and talking about how people can grow as people just because, you made mistakes in the past, you can still grow as a human. You get what I'm saying? I want to do a little series like that, so I'm going to. Okay, that's a long ass text that I wasn't. Another text. Okay. Uh, I'll listen in a few, okay? Yes, sir. Sorry, I know that I'm trying to do a video real quick. Question mark. Okay, I'm not even gonna respond to you anymore. I'm just not. Okay, it's all. Okay, well. Okay. So. So let's start it, okay? And for the record, I'm not doing this as a way to bash anybody. I'm not doing this to, be like I want sympathy points. I want, I don't want that, okay? I don't want any sympathy. I don't want any comments being like I'm so sorry or anything like that. I don't want any of that. I'm doing this for me and for anybody who is going through a difficult time. Okay? That's what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing it for anything else. I'm doing it as a way to give back to the world and as a way to make amends for the things that I regret in my life, for the things I've said, for the things I've did, for a lot of shit, okay? So this is my way of making amends. Again, not doing it for sympathy or attention, just making amends and helping people out while I do it, okay? So here we go. I don't know what I'm gonna call this series. I guess the Suicide Files. The Suicide Files. I hope that's not already taken because I'm gonna do it. That's what this is gonna be called. The Suicide Files, Episode 1. Let's go. And this is, I don't know how many videos this will be again. I guess this is gonna be the groundwork for it, like the introduction to it, but I don't know. But let's get into it, shall we? So, my story begins on August 30th, no, August 29th, 2017. Um, I go to school. I get off the bus to go home. Well, I get on the bus to go home. And I noticed that my grandma, my sister, my aunt, and my brother and my sister, I think my aunt's friend, are in a car. And I'm over here like, okay, I only know two of you who are down here. Why the fuck are y'all over here? Like, I'm so confused. I walk off the bus and I go to the car. And, my sister goes and tells the bus driver something that I don't know what she's saying because, again, I'm in the car and everybody's asking me, like, hey, how was school? Did you have a good day? And I'm like, yeah. Something's wrong here. What the fuck is going on? Like, I knew that, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Something happened. Who did it? Who's guilty? Nobody is saying anything. Like, it's a quiet ride home. Well, not quiet. There's the occasional, little conversation, just, I can't remember it word for word, but just, occasional words, right? And we go we pull in, or we turn on my road to go to get to my house, and my brother starts crying. And I'm over here like, okay, he doesn't cry for shit. He does not cry for a goddamn thing. So what the fuck happened? Like what has happened over here? And you know, he got out of the car and started. He ran to the house, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. Is our dad okay? Is he good? Like, what's happening? I try to get into the house, and my sister holds me down. No, it doesn't hold me down, but she keeps me at bay. She's like, no, no, don't go in there. It's a bad place. Don't go in there. And I'm like, you're not letting me into my own fucking house. Who the fuck do you think you are? And, she, she sets me down, right? And she's like, your dad hung himself. And I'm like, everything stopped, okay? Everything stopped in that instant. Like, nothing was happening. My own heart rate froze, my breath froze, everything about me just froze. The whole world stopped in that instant. I was frozen, and I, I was still frozen up until 2020. I just want to go ahead and clarify that from that moment, the only thing that was going through my head is, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck is happening? Is this a joke? What's happening? And it was like that again for some years. And I remember when I caught my breath, I ran around the yard screaming and crying like a little bitch. And my neighbor comes out and is like, hey, what's going on? And they explain it, and she's like, I'm sorry and everything. I call my best friend because I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna be at school anymore. And she's like, why? And I'm like, well, my dad committed suicide. She doesn't believe me, and keep in mind, I'm hysterically crying. I don't even believe it myself. I'm praying that it's a joke. I'm praying that this is just some kind of prank that isn't real. It's not real life right now, right? So she goes and tells her mom, again, we're on the phone. She tells her mom to come to my house immediately. And she's like, why? And she's like, it doesn't matter why. His dad died. Come on. I remember, look, I'm sorry. I couldn't help but laugh at that because I'm like, okay, Jesus Christ. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever. Even though it was a major deal. But to her, it shouldn't have been because, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, her and her mom came. I went with them for the night because I didn't want to be around anybody who I was related to. And before y'all comment and be like, oh my god, you abandoned your brother, you abandoned your family, like, why the fuck did you do that? And I'm like, and to those people, I didn't abandon them. My sister was like, hey, me and your brother are gonna get a hotel, do you want to stay with us? Actually, wait, no, because my sister's friend at the time, well, my sister's friend came down there too. She came down there too, so it was also her. And it was her, my sister, and my brother that were going to get a hotel room. And I was like, the three of y'all go. If it's okay, I'm going to go with my best friend. I'm just going to stay over there for the night. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's totally fine. That's okay with us. And I go over there, and I'm just in shock while I'm at a house. I'm just, you know, so confused, so stuck, so breathless, basically. I was alive, but I wasn't alive. Like I died, okay? Like I died the same day he did because that of course that's going to take a toll on somebody. And keep in mind I was 16. I was 16. So, yeah. Um so I'm over there. Um I'm on the phone with my other friend at the time. Well, yeah, at the time. I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm telling him about it. My best friend over here is like, he's cute. How old is he? And I'm like, he's 37. And she's like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, he's 37. And anyway, so the three of us were talking in her room for a while. She was showing me her Harry Potter stuff. I was feigning interest in it because I seriously didn't care, but it was a nice distraction. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice distraction from what was happening. And the three of us are talking. Her mom comes in. She got pizza. Wait, no. That's the next day. She takes a. I forget what she. I think she took us to Olive Garden. Yeah, me, her, and her mom. We went to Olive Garden, and we we ate. I stayed the night at her house. And then the next day I went to school because I didn't want to miss school because of something that happened. Which I will talk about in tomorrow's video because I gotta, yeah. But that's episode 1. The day he died, how I felt, what I did. Actually, there's one detail. I was standing over her balcony, looking down blanklessly, just blankless expression on my face, and I wanted to jump. I didn't know if the fall was going to kill me. It wasn't really that high. I probably would have sprained an ankle or two or three or four. I don't know. I probably would have crippled myself, but I didn't jump. Because me and her made a deal. She saw me and she grabbed my arm and she was like, "You need to promise me that you're not going to do anything stupid." And I said, "I'll promise you if you promise me." And she said, "Agreed." And we shook on it. And as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, she hasn't tried to break that promise. But that's coming up later on down the line. Anyway, that's my video. Episode 1 of the Suicide Files. Yeah. Y'all have a good day. Again, I don't want sympathy or anything, but yeah. Y'all have a good day. Peace.